So what does Jesus mean for our lives? Well, we don't have to guess about it. Fortunately, he tells us himself, and that's what we're going to be looking at all week. Coming up. Hello and welcome once again to the One Verse Daily Devotional. My name is Matt and I'm so glad that you're with me here today as we dive into just one simple verse every day to grow a little bit deeper in our faith. And this week we have a theme through the rest of the week and I'm super excited about it. In the Gospel of John, there's several phrases that Jesus says and statements that he makes that's very important for what he means for our lives. And that's what we're going to be looking at this week. These are known as the I am statements. And he makes several of them all in the Gospel of John. And we're going to unpack this week why he makes those statements. And also we're going to look at several of them because as we look at these I am statements, it actually explains who Jesus is and what he means for our lives. They're powerful. I love them. And so that's why we're going to literally spend an entire week on these I am statements. Okay, but before we dive into these I am statements, I want to give you a little bit of context, a little bit of backstory that really kind of answers the question, why would Jesus make these statements? Why would he begin so many phrases in the Gospel of John with I am? Well, it goes all the way back to the Old Testament. I think that's probably another reason why I love these statements is because I love studying the Old Testament and I love when the Old Testament and the New Testament connect with each other. And outside of Jesus, my favorite Bible character is Moses. And this takes us back to the story of Moses. So you might remember from the story of Moses, whether you learned about it in Sunday school, whether you learned about it from Charlton Heston and the Ten Commandments, whether you're a little bit younger and you learned about it from the cartoon, The Prince of Egypt, or if you're even younger than that and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go and look at the story of Moses. But you'll probably remember from somewhere that someone taught you that Moses went to the burning bush and God spoke to him in the burning bush and said, go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. That whole famous story, right? Well, Moses asked God, hey, all right, God, I'm having trouble believing this. I don't think I can speak. I don't think I can do this, but let's just say that I could. This is my paraphrase of the story. All right. He's like, God, let's just say I could do all this. Well, who should I say sent me? In other words, God, what's your name? And he says, I am that I am, which is beautiful. My question is this though. When he says, I am that I am, he says, my name is I am. Doesn't that feel incomplete? I mean, yes, technically all my grammar nerds out there, Oxford comma unite, right? It is a full sentence, all right? I am. But there's something that seems like it's missing, right? It might be a complete sentence, but it feels like you're just kind of like, I am what, right? Like, what is there? It feels like I am blank. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I am what, God? Well, then we fast forward literally thousands of years. And I think God did that on purpose. Yes, it's a complete sentence. Yes, there's power in the name Yahweh. Yes, there's power in the great and mighty I am. It's powerful. But it does kind of leave a question mark, doesn't it? Well, God, I am what? And then thousands of years later, Jesus came and answered it. And we're going to start with one of those phrases today. It comes out of John chapter 10, verse 14. And our one verse today says, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep know me. This is a beautiful verse. These are the words of Jesus. It's in quotes. I am the good shepherd. Again, it goes all the way back right to the Old Testament. I am that I am. Okay, that's great, God, but I am what? And now Jesus, thousands of years later, answers that with one of these statements. Well, I am the good shepherd. I am the shepherd. I'm the overseer. I take care of my flock. I watch over my sheep. I make sure that you're protected. I care for you. I provide for you. I keep you from danger, right? I lead you. That's what a good shepherd does. And that's exactly what Jesus does for his people. We are his sheep, right? And he says, I am the good shepherd. I'll watch over you. I'll watch over my flock. I'll lead you to water. I'll take care of you. I'll provide for you. I'll protect you. He says, I know my sheep. We just had a one verse not too long ago that we learned that God knows our voices. Right? Just like when I go to the zoo or the airport or Disney World or whatever, there can be hundreds or thousands of children around all yelling for their parents. And I will just keep walking. But as soon as I hear one of my children say daddy, the same word, right? The same age child, it doesn't matter. When my child says daddy, I'll stop, right? Look around. Where are they? What do they need? Are they right there with me? Do they get lost? Do they need help? Right? He says, I know my sheep. God knows you. Jesus knows you. He not only provides for you and protects you and leads you and guides you, but he knows you. And he says, and my sheep know me. That not only do I know the voice of my children, they know my voice. If I say, children, come here, other dads can be saying the same thing, but my children will come running. Same with if you ever see a sheep with a shepherd, there can literally be, and I've read this before, I'm pretty sure that this is accurate. Tell me in the comments or send me an email if I'm not accurate, but I'm pretty sure that it is, that I've heard that since there's only so many areas to water the sheep, that many times shepherds would come together and the flocks would intermingle. But at the end of the day, when it was time to go back home, the shepherds would start to call out to their flocks, and the sheep would literally separate back into the appropriate groupings to go with their shepherd, that they would know the voice of their shepherd, that we would know the voice of Jesus. And then I want to finish with this. And when he says, I am the good shepherd, I can't help but think of a parable of Jesus about the 99, right? Where he says the 99 were safe, but the one got lost. The one was in danger. And the good shepherd made sure the 99 were safe, but then he actually left the 99 to pursue the one. I don't know if you would consider yourself in the 99 today, or if you'd say, Matt, I'm the one. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. I used to believe. Now I don't know what to believe. I'm a little bit angry at God. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on, but I've kind of lost my faith a little bit. Jesus is the good shepherd. He is literally out right now looking for you. He wants to find you. It says he knows you. He's calling out to you. Listen for his voice. He is the good shepherd. He's not cruel. He's kind. He's not mean. He's loving. He's not vindictive. He's generous. He's graceful. Come back to him. He is the good shepherd. He wants to lead you. He wants to provide for you. He wants to protect you. He wants to guide you. I hope that you'll follow the voice of the good shepherd. Have a great day.